a groundbreaking invention that allows us to peer deeper into the cosmos, discovering what's lurking in the dark of space. It may be thought that the moon is completely known to us. After all, if we can reach Mars, why can't we fully explore the moon? Well, there are two sides to the moon, the familiar near side and the enigmatic far side, shrouded in secrecy but not for long. Join us as we explore the discovery made by the James Webb Telescope, a huge structure on the dark side of the moon. The James Webb Telescope has further revolutionized the study of space, reshaping our understanding of the cosmos, achieving a multitude of triumphs, among which is the revelation of thousands of galaxies that were previously unseen, preceding even the Hubble Space Telescope. Adding to the list of achievements was the direct imaging of exoplanets, which provided us with valuable insights into the possibility of life beyond our solar system. The James Webb Telescope has provided us with answers to a plethora of questions. It isn't just an average piece of scientific tech. It's one of the most important tools ever created in history. If the James Webb Telescope can enhance our understanding of the galaxies and the solar system to such a massive level, it can do even more for Earth's celestial companion, the moon. So, exploring the dark side of the moon should be an equally easy task, right? The dark side of the moon. Why do we call it the dark side of the moon? Contrary to popular belief, the dark side isn't called so due to the absence of light, but rather due to its mysterious and unknown nature, a mystery yet to be fully unveiled. Looking at the moon above, we see the same terrain and features every night. Even from the naked eye, you can tell there's familiarity, no matter when you observe the moon. The landscape remains the same. This phenomenon is because there is only one side of the moon which is facing the Earth, the one we see. The dark side is the side facing away from us, facing the cold black expanse of space. The complex interplay of gravitational forces over billions of years between the moon and the Earth has resulted in the moon exhibiting synchronous rotation, meaning it consistently presents the same face to us. To elaborate, as the moon orbits Earth, the gravitational pull causes tidal bulges on the moon's surface. Over time, these tidal forces gradually slow down the moon's rotation until it becomes tidally locked. Consequently, the moon's rotational period, which is approximately 27 days, aligns with its orbital period, allowing us to only see the near side from Earth. Another misconception is that the dark side of the moon is completely shielded from all light. However, that isn't the case. The dark side receives equal amounts of sunlight as the lit-up side. Exploration of the far side poses a far more tricky challenge. The moon's substantial mass hinders direct communication because radio waves from Earth cannot penetrate through the moon itself. Unlike Earth, which boasts a breathable atmosphere allowing radio waves to travel freely, the moon lacks such an atmosphere, resulting in signal resistance. The absence of direct communication acts as a hindrance to free exploration, disallowing real-time missions due to the challenge of controlling and monitoring said missions. However, there has now come a time when perseverance in the space exploration journey is evident. Nations like America and China are desperately striving to uncover the secrets hidden from us. Thanks to their relentless efforts, we have begun making discoveries that open new avenues of inquiry and speculation. But will China and America put their personal differences aside in this journey of exploration, or will human interference put up a barrier? China's Chang'e 4 Odyssey on the dark side is what's really going on the other side. Well, that's not just a question we're asking. Scientists have asked it before too. In 2019, China's Chang'e 4 spacecraft became the first to land on the moon's far side, bringing with it a rover called U-22. What they discovered was an unknown material unlike anything else on the surface of the moon. Researchers believe that the object may constitute a portion of the moon's mantle, situated between the lunar crust and core. The mantle comprises dense, weighty rocks abundant in iron and magnesium. Should this substance indeed prove to be a fragment of the mantle, its discovery holds significant value. It gives the hope of providing researchers with valuable information on the moon's internal mechanisms and the geological reasons responsible for its shape and structure. However, some conspiracy theorists have a totally different opinion on the matter. They are of the view that this unknown material can point to greater things, like the existence of extraterrestrial beings or hidden structures on the dark side of the moon. But that's not all. There are also reports of the presence of mysterious lunar swirls with light-colored patterns on the surface of the moon that appear like swirls against a dark surface. Scientists think they are formed by the moon's magnetic field interacting with the solar wind. However, these swirls are only found on the near side of the moon, leaving the dark side a mystery. Recently, the Yutu-2 rover of China transmitted a strange and intriguing image of an enigmatic structure in the vast emptiness of the lunar landscape. A cube-like structure at the top of the horizon, dubbed the mysterious hut. This led to mass speculation and debates on whether this was leftover space equipment by predecessors or part of something otherworldly. The speculation reached its peak until a subsequent transmission from Yutu-2 provided clarity. The mysterious hut-like cube was, in fact, a sizable boulder dubbed the Jade Rabbit due to its striking resemblance. This revelation put an end to the debate, dispelling both extraterrestrial theories and notions of past human presence. Not only this, the Yutu-2 also discovered translucent glass spheres on the far side, piquing interest and feeding into more and more theories of extraterrestrial activity. Glass on the moon is not an entirely novel discovery, having been previously identified in various instances, often attributed to meteorite impacts or the moon's historical volcanic activity. What sets the glass recently detected by Yutu-2 scientists apart is its peculiar characteristics. Unlike the typical glass formations encountered on the moon, these samples exhibit noteworthy distinctions. Firstly, the glass spheres discovered are notably larger than those typically observed. Moreover, their distinctive light brown hue and translucent nature add an additional layer of intrigue to their composition. Could this be the works of nature or of otherworldly entities? If this wasn't enough to pique your interest, there's more. During the Apollo 10 mission in 1969, there was a strange hum heard by astronauts Eugene Cernan and John Young when flying around the moon's dark side. The sound was described to be like that of a whistling noise that lasted an hour. NASA publicized it to be radio interference. However, there are theories existing which state this to indicate extraterrestrial activity. There may be some truth to this, as crazy as it sounds. As mentioned earlier, the dark side is shielded from Earth by the moon, and this resultantly blocks radio signals. So, if there is extraterrestrial life present on the far side that is sending radio signals, our technology isn't up to par to detect it. The claims of strange structures found on the moon's surface, while largely unsubstantiated, continue to fuel speculation about what might be lurking on the far side of the moon. Are the glass formations and mysterious humming noise mere coincidences? Or is there a darker reality lurking behind these lunar secrets? Transient lunar phenomena, the list doesn't end there. There are also other mysteries surrounding the moon that even scientists can't yet fully explain. One of the most popular ones is the transient lunar phenomenon, TLP. TLPs represent a perplexing phenomenon observed for centuries. Atypical flashes or glows of light unpredictably appearing on the surface of the moon for random intervals of time. Also defined as brief alterations in the brightness of specific areas on the face of the moon, the first documentation can be traced back to the 9th century according to astronomical records, but it wasn't until the 20th century that the term transient lunar phenomena was officially adopted. Despite years of research and scrutiny, there still is no definite answer to this puzzle. TLPs remain a scientific enigma. Many have come up with theories to try and understand the origins of TLPs. However, each theory negates the previous. Many theorize that the TLPs could be a result of strikes by meteorites, rocks colliding with the moon's surface and releasing energy that can cause brief flashes of heat and light. Among the many theories and speculations, there are some who question if this occurrence could be caused by volcanic activity on the moon. Although it is thought that the surface of the moon is geologically inert, some scientists think that there may be hidden molten reservoirs beneath the surface. When these pockets erupt or release gas, there is a variation in brightness, resulting in an observed TLP. It is widely agreed that the lunar surface is geologically dormant, as all volcanic activity ceased eons ago. However, if these speculations are to be valid, it would be a revolutionary finding that would upend all previous ideas about lunar geology and change our perception of the moon. The validation of the theory would be a game-changer. The implications would go beyond a scientific standpoint. It would provide a whole new perspective on how the moon came to be its history and evolution, and its future trajectory. In addition, the presence of volcanic activity would clarify the puzzling surface characteristics and reveal the presence of unusual minerals and rocks. On the other hand, the existence of volcanic activity would present another challenge for lunar exploration and habitation. Volcanic eruptions have the potential to spew dangerous gases and particles into the lunar atmosphere, endangering astronauts' health and jeopardizing the structural integrity of the moon. Therefore, strong engineering solutions would be required to reduce environmental dangers, proving to be another challenge. There are other theories besides these. Some people also connect portals and extraterrestrial activity to transient lunar phenomena. Now, these unconventional explanations undoubtedly have a certain charm that captures people's attention and adds a degree of mystery. However, there is no empirical backing for these within the scientific community. For no definite answer regarding their origin, the TLPs still remain a mystery of the moon. Unveiling rumors, secret moon bases, Project Horizon. NASA plans to send humans back to the moon by 2024 through the Artemis program. But did you know that there are already rumors about secret bases on the moon's dark side? To dig deeper into this, let's take a trip back in time to the 1960s when the Apollo moon landings were captivating the world. America had just claimed victory in the space race. But then something crazy happened. The United States government abruptly slashed all funding to NASA, putting an end to the lunar expeditions. Was it simply a budget thing? Or was there something more going on behind the scenes? Enter Project Horizon, a daring plan drafted by the U.S. military, the military that would normally have nothing to do with space programs. This out-of-the-ordinary proposal aimed to establish a permanent American outpost on the moon, not for scientific research but as a giant nuclear missile site. Yes, you heard that right, nuclear missiles on the moon. The military was ready to turn the lunar surface into a strategic stronghold, a launch pad for destruction. But President Eisenhower rejected Project Horizon. At the time, he didn't want space exploration to become a pawn in the nuclear arms race. However, what if, just maybe, Eisenhower approved Horizon in secret, a covert operation hidden from the prying eyes of the world, constructing a lunar fortress? Fast forward to the present day. The far side of the moon, perpetually hidden from Earth, could serve as the ideal location for a secret base like that. It's a real-life game of hide and seek played on an astronomical scale. As the moon is tidally locked, we'll never catch a glimpse of what lies on the other side. And to make matters even more intriguing, the moon's own natural radio-blocking properties would provide the perfect cover for any secretive activities. However, what about other countries that travel through space? Could they have discovered this covert military facility? As China has reached the far side and hasn't disclosed any information on a base, it's safe to say that none exists. However, with lunar exploration gaining momentum, a new race is soon to begin. Will the moon remain a neutral zone? Or will the affairs of human life reach the celestial realm? NASA's shadow cam illumination. Lunar Mysteries China has become a strong player in the space race. Not only has China been the first to explore the far side of the moon, it recently launched a 3-person crew for a 6-month mission aboard its own space station. China has made it its goal to be the first in this race against technology and time, wanting to knock NASA out of the game entirely. But does China have the power to do so? It seems to be a difficult task. With every invention or accomplishment by China, the U.S. isn't far behind. This time, NASA has brought into the game the shadow cam. The shadow cam is a cutting-edge camera that is designed to capture high-resolution images of the moon's permanently shadowed regions. These regions, as the name suggests, are permanently in the shadows, never receiving direct sunlight. The primary goal of the shadow cam is to gather critical data about the accessibility and distribution of water ice in these areas. Recently, a photo captured by the shadow cam was released by NASA in which the Shackleton crater was seen. What's fascinating is that the crater is immersed in complete darkness, so the image was taken in the complete absence of light. The image provides an unmatched view of the crater, revealing the hidden secrets of the lunar landscape. The quality and engineering of the shadow cam exceed its predecessors. Its sensitivity and clarity make it a powerful tool for lunar exploration, as now what is hidden can also be seen, ending the game of hide and seek. Not just this, the image also shows a path created by a boulder indicating geological activity in that area. This will allow us to gain significant insight into the formation and processes that have shaped the moon. This is only the start of exploration. These inventions are marking a new age of discovery. The Artemis program by NASA, which was said to take place in mid to late 2024, now seems doubtful as rumors of financial restrictions are making rounds. The aim of putting humans on the moon in 2024 now seems too big of an aim. However, this doesn't diminish the possibility and intrigue of lunar observatories. Putting radio telescopes on a surface with lower gravity will provide a unique chance of finding weak low-frequency waves from the early times. A new era of lunar-based astronomy may be brought in by initiatives like LCRT and Far-Side Array for radio science investigations of the dark ages and exoplanets, which could push exploration to new levels. Astronomers are looking forward to seeing lunar observatories come to pass because it will allow them to see into the early universe more than 13 billion years in the past. With LCRT and Far-Side just around the corner, humanity is ready to set out on a space exploration expedition never before seen. In addition to this, another reason why the dark side of the moon plays a crucial role in exploration is that it provides the perfect location for sensitive investigations of the early years, as it is protected from the Earth's radio interferences and is not disturbed or meddled with by transmissions from the ground. By utilizing this position of the moon, scientists aim to get new and valuable insights that will further advance the exploration. The innovations of humanity in regard to space exploration have led us to find the hidden secrets of the galaxies. Exploring the dark side is only the beginning of this exploration.